Let me tell you about a man who lost everything. Not slowly, not over time, but almost all at once. His name was Job. He wasn't reckless. He wasn't evil. He was actually known for doing what was right. And that's what makes his story hard. Job lived in the land of Uz. He had a big family, 7 sons, 3 daughters. His land was full of animals. His home was full of laughter. The Bible describes him as blameless and upright, a man who respected God and avoided evil. He wasn't perfect, but he was sincere, and his life was full. One day, something happened that Job never saw. In heaven, Satan questioned Job's faith. He suggested that Job only loved God because his life was comfortable. And God allowed a test, not because Job had failed, but because his faith was real. Job never heard this conversation. All he would experience was the loss. In a single day, messengers arrived one after another. His oxen and donkeys were stolen, his sheep were destroyed by fire, his camels were taken. Before he could even process that, another messenger came. A powerful wind had collapsed the house where his children were gathered. None of them survived. This wasn't symbolic loss. This was real grief. Job stood up. He tore his robe, he shaved his head, a sign of mourning. And then he did something unexpected. He bowed down, and he said, "The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord," not because he understood, but because he trusted. As if loss wasn't enough, his health failed too. Painful sores covered his body. He sat in ashes, scraping his skin with broken pottery. Even his wife, overwhelmed with grief, told him to give up. But Job said, "Shall we accept good from God and not trouble?" He didn't pretend it didn't hurt. He just refused to let pain define God. For days, no one spoke. His friends didn't understand. They assumed he must have done something wrong. Job wrestled, he questioned, he cried out, and for a long time, God was silent. And that silence may be the hardest part of this story. Eventually, God answered. Not with explanations, not with apologies, but with presence. Job realized how small his understanding was compared to God's wisdom, and he humbled himself. In time, his life was restored. New children, new blessings, double what he had before. But the real victory wasn't the restoration. It was that he never let go of his faith in the dark. Job's story isn't about punishment. It's about endurance. It's about trusting God, even when the reasons don't come. And sometimes that kind of faith is the strongest kind there is. Faith isn't proven in comfort. It's proven in the storm. If this story moved you, share it with someone who needs hope.